Question number 3. The time t in hours that it takes x people to plant n trees varies directly with the number of trees and inversely with the number of people. Suppose 6 people can plant 12 trees in 3 hours. How many people are needed to plant 28 trees in 5 hours and 15 minutes? So in this case, we do have two scenarios where the first one is 6 people planting 12 trees in 3 hours, and we want to find how many people we need in order to plant 28 trees in 5 hours and 15 minutes. From the get-go, let's go ahead and then change the 5 hours and 15 minutes into hours. So you know that there are 60 minutes in 1 hour. Then if there are 15 minutes, then that is equivalent to 0.25 hours. So we're looking for 5 hours and 2.5. So once we do that, we're going to create a little table that demonstrates these two scenarios. And the first scenario, we know that we have, let's say, n, in this case t stands for time, and x stands for people, and then n stands for tree. This is tree, and then this is people. So scenario number 1, or let's call it case A, we know that the time it takes is 3 hours, and there are 6 people right here, and they can plant 12 trees. In scenario 2, we do have 5.25 hours, and we don't know the number of people that we need, and then ultimately we want to plant 28 trees. Now from the given information, the number of trees, it says that t is in hours and it takes x people to plant any trees varies directly with the number of trees. So we're gonna create a formula that relates these 3 variables. T is directly proportional to the time it takes, is directly proportional to the number of trees, and inversely proportional to the number of people. So the more tree you plant, the longer it takes. The more people you have, the less time it takes. It's kind of logical. So when we change this into an equation, we have t equals a certain constant k, n, which is the number of trees, divided by p. In this case, I'm going to use x for the number of people. So let's use the first equation to find the k, because we do have time and we have number of trees and then people. Since we have all these 3 variables, we can solve for t, and then this becomes 3 is equals to k times number of people is going to be this is 12 over 6, and 12 divided by 6 is 2, so we do have 3 is equals to 2k, and then we can divide both sides by 2, and then k is equals to, I'm going to go ahead and then use 1.5. 3 divided by 2 is 1.5. Now we're going to plug this k back into this equation, and then we do have t equals 1.5 n over x, and remember we're looking for x, so we're going to plug the time that we have, scenario number 2, which is b. 5.5 is the time that it takes, 5.25 is equals to 1.5, n is the number of trees, and we're planting 28 trees, and then we're going to divide this by x. Okay, now when we do this math, we get crisscross. X times 5.25, we get 5.25x, and then 1.5 times 28, we get 42. Now we're going to divide both sides by 5.25, and then this gives me x equals 42 divided by 5.25, and then this gives me 8. So In summary, we need 8 people to plant 20 trees in 5.25 hours. The same thing works with this first scenario. So the correct answer would be choice number, or choice letter C, and this completes the problem.